are back with more of My Southern Home, and I'm here with Missy Klein with Missy Klein Realty. And Missy, it is November, but people are still buying and the market is still hot.
They are still buying, and sometimes buying in the winter months is refreshing because you get a different approach to the home. You can see more what's going on outside. There's not so much to cover. The leaves aren't there to cover your views, and you can really get a good approach to what's going on.
Well, and one of the things that I feel like it's important for people to know is that just because it's November or December doesn't mean that you shouldn't go ahead and put your home on the market if you're ready to sell.
That's correct. You know, it doesn't matter what time of year you're ready to sell, but you're still going to go through the same steps. You're still going to declutter, you're going to freshen up a little bit and make sure your home is presentable.
I purchased both of my properties in December, Missy. That's when we closed. And it was perfect because I could move in right during the holidays.
Right. And you know, a lot of people do. In fact, in the years past, December has been a great closing month for many of us.
So if I'm getting ready to put my house on the market and it's November, December, what are some of the things that I should consider doing?
Again, we're going to declutter. We're going to freshen up things, and holiday decorating, you're probably not going to go to extremes on it this year. You know, if you're getting ready to sell, you can still put your trees up and still put your garlands out, but I would keep it to minimal.
And Missy, one of the things that I think it's important for homeowners to do before they put their home on the market is to do their own home inspection.
I couldn't agree more, Kimberly. When people do their own home inspection, it helps them with their punch list of things to get ready. You know, we live in these homes and sometimes we think that leaky faucet isn't a big deal, we'll fix that tomorrow, but we forget about it. And it also reminds us to do a tune-up to our HVAC units, clean the filters, that type of thing. So that home inspection can really help you get your home ready for the new buyers.
And Missy, something too that's important about that is there's something going on with the HVAC. If there's something going on with the roof, the homeowner can then go ahead and fix those items, and that helps you at the negotiation process, because if you get a contract and those things come up as a surprise during the buyer's home inspection, that hurts the bottom line that you're going to get for that home.
It does. It certainly does hurt that bottom line. And by doing the home inspection ahead of time, you're being proactive and really telling the future owners that you've taken care of this property, and it's important to you that everything is running in tip-top shape before you release it to the next person.
And you can get more for your house because if it has a new roof, if it has a new HVAC, those are both selling points for that person that's going to be buying the home.
Kimberly, having those new items, the new HVAC and the new roof, will give you much more negotiating power. It will also pass on new warranties to that homeowner as well.
So let's talk about pricing a home for a second, because a lot of people don't realize all the steps that go into putting that price tag on a home, because you do a lot of research in advance of deciding what that home's worth.
You do, you know, and as a licensed realtor, our job is really to help the homeowner figure out that pricing. It's not our job to set the pricing, but is to help them, guide them to what the market is bearing. So we do our homework on what the sales have been over the preceding months and where the market is at today.
You also compare the house that you're selling to the houses that are sold.
That is correct. You look at both existing sales, ones that have just recently closed, and maybe sometimes we go back a little bit further if the home's unique.
And one of the things that is always tried and true when you're selling your house is if it's priced right and it's in good condition, it's going to sell.
It is, you know, and that's the number one thing. You do want to price your house right. You don't want to overprice, you don't want to underprice, but pricing it right is important to get a quick sale and to get you on to your next home.
And what a lot of people don't think about when they're putting their home up for sale is that buyers are very educated now. So they know what your home's worth because they've been in other homes that are in that same price point.
Well, they've been in other homes, but they also have access to the data on the internet. It's readily available, some accurate, some not, but it is available. So they are already a step ahead, meaning the new owner or the new buyers are already a step ahead of where we were years ago.
And I want to talk about for a second, Missy, why it's important for someone to use a realtor, because I'm a huge advocate for the industry and I think it's very important for you to use a realtor. Mm-hmm. For me, if you're sick, you go to a doctor. You go to an expert. If you're going to sell your house, if you're going to buy a house, you should use an expert.
You should. You absolutely should use a realtor on both the buy side and the sell side. They will help keep everything legal for you. They will also keep you out of trouble as far as inspections and guiding you through the process, saving you money in the long run.
And you know how to market a home. That's what you do every single day.
Correct. We do, and we know how to get it in front of people that are also looking. And we take a lot of the work out of it for you.
And if you're on the buyer side, you're going to help navigate that person to the perfect house for them, and you're going to be able to help them through those loopholes.
We'll determine the type of home that the buyers are looking for, and we'll navigate them to product that fits their criteria in a much faster way than just searching the internet.
Well, and that's a beautiful part of working with an expert like yourself, Missy, is that you know what's out there, and you base everything on what their needs are.
Correct. And their needs are what they tell us. It's not what we think they need. I think many times people don't use realtors because of that. But we listen, and we will show you what your needs are based on what you're telling us.
Well, thank you so much, Missy. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me again.
We'll be back with more My Southern Home in just a moment.